Hello guys, hello everyone. My name is Rashad Al-Hammadi. I'm gonna show you in this video how to calculate the grain size of any microstructure of any alloy and any material. Imagine you have done some research on some metallic material and you need to calculate the grain size of the microstructure after you have done the SEM or OM, and you need to know exactly the exact grain size of the microstructure for doing your research and studies. If you want to know in details and avoid any errors, follow this video until the end, and you will see the benefits of doing the correct calculation. Here, for example, I have these images from SEM or OM. I will first choose the clear image that shows the clear microstructure. For example, I have this image and I can choose another and another and keep going and find the clearer one. For example, this not clear, not clear, not clear. All right, maybe this is clear. So I find this picture is very clear and the microstructure and the grain boundaries are clear. To know exactly the grain size of the microstructure, you need to install these two apps. First, the Photoshop app, and the second is IP Windows 32. You need to download those two apps to be able to calculate the grain size. Let's see, open the BS or Photoshop app, and then when you open the app, drag. Okay, we'll just wait a moment until the app is opened. All right, when the app is opened, take the photo that you think is clear and drag it directly to the Photoshop, or go to the file and open. Go and open and find your file and drag. This is two ways to drag the pictures on Photoshop. Okay, close this. We already have. If you want to make it bigger, click Ctrl and plus. If you want to make it smaller, Ctrl plus minus to make it smaller to control the photo. Let's make it a little bigger, Ctrl plus. Then first we need to see the grains. You need to see the click here, 1, 2, 3, click here and choose the lasso tool to determine, or you can use this or this. All of them are okay. First, you need, okay, let's take this and use it because it's easier. So now we need to determine the grain boundaries. For example, this grain has these boundaries, and determine it or circle it. And then click right, and then choose stroke. And choose make it red color, and then okay. Then move to circle another grain. Let's see this, and then the same step. I'll show you step by step until I finish this, because you will find some problems when you do this, and then you will not know how to do. Finish circling all the grains step by step with me. I'm doing all the grains here, and then the same step. Don't worry, I'll show you every details or every mistakes and how to solve them when we face them. Imagine you're doing this calculation. Just go step by step here. Uh, Circle every grain on the microstructure, and then do the same step here. Click right, stroke, then OK. It's okay. You can choose everywhere or just go through one direction and go through until you cover all the microstructure. First, here I can do, for example, from this direction and cover all the places and all the picture and circle everywhere or every clear boundaries of the grains, because they are too much. And to make it correct and you calculate the grain size correctly, you need to determine at least 500 or 400 grain to then you make the average grain size. Make it bigger to be clear and just go step by step and see the grains. You need to calculate every single cursor, or you can just do like when you determine around 400 or 500, and that's okay. Then just go and determine, make sure you just see the grain boundaries correctly, or if you're not sure about the grain boundaries, just determine the one you are sure about, the its grain boundary or not. Some grains are not clear, so just leave them alone and just determine, or determine the one which is clear. Some grains are like no clear boundaries, so just like do the one who are which are clear, and you can just determine 500 or 400 grain. If you're not sure about one grain, where is the boundaries, just leave it and choose the one which has clear boundaries. We already covered this side and said have here one clear. And you can just also move to find clear grains around. These steps are necessary to sorry, this wrong. This steps is necessary to give you clear information or exact information about when you want to write paper about any data, and you need correct data for your papers. So you need to use these, and you will face some problems. I'm gonna show you how to solve them. That's why I'm gonna do every step by step in this video. These grains are not clear, so just leave them and choose the one who has uh, uh, clear grain boundaries here. So we just cover here with the light. I'm gonna close the light because I want to see the pictures clearly. Or maybe you're gonna close the, okay, let's move on. Don't worry, don't be boring, don't be bored. It's not boring, just keep watching and then you'll find what you want. Because this, if you don't follow the steps correctly, you will find a lot of problems, then you will waste your time. So just keep watching the video until the end, then it's okay for you to work on it without any problems in futures. Here some grains are not clear, so I'm gonna determine the clear one and move on. Yeah, here, like for example, if I made mistake here, you can make Ctrl Alt Z to go back one step and then determine it again. If you see this grain is covered, you can just make it because the all grains will be calculated together. So you need to just cover this again too. And also here, there is another grain. And just keep moving and Here, some grains and I'm not clear, just leave them and go to another side and move and find the clearer one. Here, some grains, because some grains are growing abnormally. So just go and find the normal grain. Here could be one grain and these just twins. Here could be grain here, grain, just moving. Depends on your microstructure. When you have microstructure, you know what's the meaning of the grain, and it's different from material to material. For example, you have iron or steel material, and you can have also nickel materials, or any materials has different or have different microstructure, and the shape of the grain are different. Here also this could be grain. Let's move and get into the middle of the pictures here. Right, just go. You may face some issues when you're doing or calculating some. See, this is we're going to click. Then click again. You want to say, face some issues and problems when you are calculating. So just keep watching. Now some I made some mistake. Then I get back and do it again. So just if you face any mistake, you will find it here in the video if you watch it until the end, because I'm gonna face some problems too when I'm doing this calculation. And I will fix it in this video, then you will not have any problem. Then differentiate the boundaries of any materials as also are different. already have around 100 or 200. Just keep going to have exact result, or you have, because at the end we will see and make every details about the grains. Here just mistake, just click again and you will disappear. Just keep going and search for any grain that has clear grain boundaries, such as this grain and also this grain. If you made a mistake like this, you can just click again and it will disappear, and you just click and then do the same steps. Be patient, because this step, or if you want exact result, you need to spend time doing the calculation, because some research needs exact results, like especially high ranking journals. You need to have exact results, so you need to be patient. This depends on the size of the image and the grain size. The grain size are very small and it takes longer time. If the grain size is bigger, the time will be shorter. You can do it in 10 minutes. If the grain size are small, so you need also it takes longer time to determine and or the grains for all structure. Just keep working and or maybe this mistake, I need to go back, just Ctrl Alt and Z, then you make back. Maybe this is one grain, or this is one grain. So just if you're not sure, just leave it alone and just circle the one while you are sure about the grain boundaries. Just be patient and get a good result for your research. Just keep going. Maybe this is green. I just can determine this. Clear boundaries and move on here. Here, if you are not sure about the grains, here just can go move on and find the one which is clear. Here some grains are not very clear, so just keep going. And right here, maybe we already determine the every clear grain on the microstructure. And if you're suspecting some grains, just leave them and just pick up the clearer one, because you already maybe we already have around 200 or 300 or 400 maybe. If you have a right which is 300 or 400, your result would be better and correct or exactly. The more grains you choose, the more accurate your result will be. Here, this maybe 2 colors means 2 grains here. And here, for example, maybe this is a grain. So already almost finished here calculating the clearer or the clear grain boundaries and clear grains. So you can make it bigger or smaller to make it to make sure every clear grain has been chosen. Here you can also this could be grain, and then determine, and also this could be well here maybe this is grain. And, you're not, as I said before, I mentioned before, you're not sure about the grain, don't choose it. Just select the one you are sure or has clear boundaries. And for example, this has boundaries, you can choose. And as well, you can also find more to have accurate result. Here could be a grain. All right, just keep. And if you have done searching and checking all the microstructure, and then we will go to the next step here. All right. Here you not sure them here and mention here. All right, here not you just remove. And let's say we already covered all the structure, and we'll have a look. All right, maybe this. Okay. And this could be rain. All right. So we already almost covered the all the grains which are clear. So next step is to go to the bar to make it or small, capital small, and then if you have seen some clear one, you can make it again and again. So just make smaller and or bigger, and then go to the here, for example, maybe this is okay. And all right, you can just go on to this list, the left side of the Photoshop, and choose the third or fourth bottom and choose the magic wand tool. Choose this and then make it bigger to see the one you could you have drawn, and then click right side, the left side, the left side of the mouse, left side, click on the line. When you see the line has been determined, then click right side, the right side of the mouse, sorry, the mouse. Then click right side, then choose the similar, the one was similar to this line. You will see some problems occur here to determine other places, but don't worry, we will solve this problem. Just be patient. So we have determined all the similar and the one we have determined. You can see here, and then again click on the one you determine again, right side, and then click the select inverse. All right, click inverse, and then you can see small, and you already have here. Then you click delete, and then you choose the color, make it black. Then, all right, everything has been deleted. So we need to only the boundaries to be seen in this structure. You click here, anywhere empty place, again, one more time. Then you click delete again, and then you change the color, change to white. Then we have seen only the grains we have determined. But we still have this problem, how to solve this problem. All right, keep going. Then I also need to delete the lines or the boundaries we have written here. We need to delete this. Click here a space and then click on any one. For example, here, then you click similar and then delete, then choose white, then all the lines has been deleted or disappeared. So now we have the problem of this small dots on the picture. We need to clean them. Click anywhere here, any place, and then choose this one, this again, and then choose any place who has dots or not clear, and start to clean it. Here, for example, I need to clean this place. Just determine, make sure not to cover the grains here, then delete, then this place has been cleaned. Then go move on every place, everywhere, just clean and make sure not to cover the grains here, just delete, and then everywhere go. Make sure here you make mistake, just click again and disappear. Here just go, and this, to when you clean this means we reduced the errors of calculations. Here just keep going here until we finish cleaning the pictures, and until we will only have the small grain, and make it bigger, and you will see something between the grains itself. Here when we make it bigger, there is something appear here, and you need also to clear it or clean it, because if you don't clean it, it will be calculated as one grain and the result will be not accurate. So just go here and delete every dot or every black in the picture. Here, just clear. This also need to be clean. Here, just go. So already make this side clear. All right, good, good here. And then you can move to this side and clean. You can make this a space, larger space, but not the grain. Delete. Then you can move down. We go step by step here. Right, we cleaned this and clean. It will take longer time, but it will give you an accurate result, and you can rely on the result you have. This is okay. This line that is okay if you don't clean it, no problem. The only thing you clean the dots on the between the grains on the pictures here. Between the grain, be careful. You need to make it bigger to see if there's any dots, because it will be calculated as one grain and it's nothing. You already cleaned, and make sure here. All right, delete. Okay. All right, here, delete, then okay. And then go down, down, down. Here you find this, and you must be clean here. You go down, this, clean. All right, here also make line like this and clean. Well, you almost finish this side. So after you finish this side, you can go to another side one by one here. All right, go. All right, just here, click, circle, and then delete, then okay. And delete and okay. Just move on, and you up till you best all the picture. You see this. If you want to make it like this, it's okay. If you want to make it fall because of some colors has been deleted, just cover the circle again, add a grain, and just click delete. Then change the color to be black, and then you will see all black. And we need to clean also this. Click delete, then change the color to white to clean, and then just go continue until you pass all the picture, and the picture will be clear. Then you will not have any errors for calculating the grains, because if you just don't do this, you will find some errors and the result will not be accurate as you want. You will find some mistake, and then make sure here nothing here, and then delete. All right, here this is dangerous place. You need to delete this, otherwise the app will calculate it as a grains. Just here and delete, and then you need to delete all of this. All right. All right, just keep going, and move on. All right, keep going. All right, move on. Here's some here. Circle and delete. Okay. Circle on here. If you make a big circle and you make sure it's in an empty place, or here. All right. Okay. Just keep going. And see here, don't cover the grain and just go back. All right, don't need to do this. Click again, and we need to delete only around the grain. Just can go back and determine around, and then just delete. And then just keep doing this until you find your picture is very clear. All right. All right, then just give another place, another side here. There is say here should be cleared. All right. This line is okay if you don't delete it, because they will not, the app will not determine it as a grain. Here, there's place you need to delete, and this also need to be deleted. Make sure this line out of the lens click here. Right. All right. Keep going. All right. Until you clear most of, or already cleared most of the image. or have, maybe, depends. But you need to do this for all picture to have good results. Otherwise, you will repeat and do experiments again and again and again and again. And you say, what happened to my experiments? So you need to do things correctly. Otherwise, you will waste time doing experiments again. Determine and delete. It's okay, you can be wrong here. All right. It will take long time, but good result. Longer time and accurate and good result. Some people, they don't do this step, but they get wrong result because the app will calculate every dot in the pictures. We keep these dots. This line is okay. This, you don't need to clean it because the app will not determine it as a grains. But the ends of, or this place here between the grains here, this must be clear because the app will determine it as grains, and the size will not be accurate. You can see here, we will do everything here. And this dot white inside the grains, you just can cover and then delete and change the color to be black, and it will be black. And then just keep deleting or cleaning the, change the color to be white, and then, all right. All right. Some structure, this problem will not occur. This depends on the color of the microstructure. Because my structure here, the color is colorful, so maybe you will find this. Otherwise, if the structure is black and white, you cannot find these dots or problems. So it will be easier for you to calculate the grain size easier or with shorter time. This used to delete the dots inside the grain. See, now it becomes black. Here also clear this. No, you made mistake here. Just click Ctrl Alt Z and then delete. Then change the color. All right. And then just keep going, and any unwanted or you didn't determine, just delete. All right, here. Keep going if you want good result. do it again. You can cut this because this is no problem. And if you want to cover just these dots inside the grain, just click here and then delete black. And all right. And this must be clear. Change the color to be white, right? It's just a little, you need to be patient because of this. Some microstructure, nothing occur like this. Just you need to clear little things and then everything will be easier. It takes 10 minutes maybe or 15, but this problem occurs with some microstructures. So it's better to know how to deal with this problem. I choose this to explain because it takes some people they cannot and then give up. So you can solve the problem by doing this, and this you just make it black, or even if you don't make it, it will not be these dots count as another grain because only the app will this wrong. You can just delete back. All right. All right, here you made a mistake, just click again and it will disappear. All right, we almost done half. Maybe let's see. To make it smaller, we already make not half even. Third. All right, just keep going here and clean and be patient. Maybe next video I will make another photo with clearer picture to be easy for you to calculate the grain size. This is, if you have any problem, you can watch this video. I will make another video to with large grain size, so it will be easier for you to calculate the grains without any problem, and it will not take that much or that long. All right, here. So this grains looks not good. Just circle it and make it all black. So nothing cannot be solved. Everything can be solved. Any problems, every problems, you can just do like this. And all right, because some issue will happen and you will not know how to deal with this. So it's better to watch this video. In the next video, I'll take large grain size and show you how to do calculation with 10 minutes maybe, or less than 10 minutes. So right now just we have to work too much longer, but we'll have exact result. If you don't do this, it's okay. The app will not count them as the grains, just to make sure everything is okay. Just cover these doors to be black. And the only thing we need to clear and clean these black dots on the microstructure. The bigger you can make and control, the faster you can clear the surface. Here, if you don't delete, this must be deleted. It will count not only one grain, it will be count at least 10 grains or 5. So it should be deleted. All right. Just be patient. This works is a little boring, but have or has good result. You will be happy. You will be happy if you do this, and then maybe you will face these problems, so must be solved. Change the color. This. If this problem doesn't appear, we could finish easier, or earlier. These things or steps, you just make this to let you know if you have any problem doing these things, you can solve it. So there I choose this to show you how to solve the problems if you face them. It's better to choose a picture with black and white colors. If you make or use picture with different colors, maybe you will face this problem. When you calculate the grain size, try to choose the grains with only black and white. Here, a lot of things need to be clear and fill. Here, you just fill them to be black. So here, the color is red. You can change a Ctrl Alt Z, then, or you can cover it again and cover this again and backspace and make it black. And also you can cover this side, also backspace and make it black. All right, let's keep going. We're almost finished, or we are in the middle of this. Next video will be, I will choose easier one and with large grain size, and then to not take this is wrong, and just add Ctrl Alt and backspace and make it white. If you don't delete this dot, it will be counted as 3 or 4 grains. Hopefully you will not feel bored, but you learn something from any mistake you will face. And because if you face something and you don't know how to do, then you will repeat your work. So it's better just to spend 1 hour or 2 hours watching this video. So it's better for you to learn exactly how to do if you face any problem. Actually, in the grains, if you have some dots, it will not be counted as a grain, but just to make exact work or good work and not to be repeated in the future, just do this. So we back and clear, already finished this side and then clear. Make sure when you clear, choose white color. When you want to color the grains, choose black here. Right, this side is clear, and we just move on. Right here, this mistake, you can't delete it, just determine again, and then backspace or delete, then white. Then it will be disappear. Right. Hopefully you will find what you want in this video. You will solve all your problems you have faced before or in the future. Even if it's a little longer, but it's easier and uh, but it's easier make sure when you determine the grains, you change the color. When you clean, change to a white color. All right, we just keep doing this for all pictures for good results. These problems you'll face if you have colorful microstructure or photo, especially APS-C or OM photos with colors. If you have SAM, maybe you'll not face this problem. And if you make the photo on OM, choose to determine the grains, choose black and white colors. If you choose colorful, you will face this problem. Hopefully you will not face this because it takes longer time to clean. You can determine the grain size without cleaning, but then you can make filter for the results. But it's better to clean and get the filter will not be exact or accurate as you clean the dots inside the picture. I suggest to do the same steps if you face this problem. The second video will show you with one clear black and white and easier and will not face this issue. It will take mostly as I said before, is like 10 minutes or 15. For this, you can just delete and make it white directly or determine again. See that this line will be appear again. Just go around this line and clear white. So any problem of using this method could be solved. So just be patient. I show you this method and I choose a colorful image to show you how to solve any problem you will face when you are calculating the grain size. So you were working because long and we will see a lot, but be patient. For good result, be patient. This depends on you whether you start to clear the white dots on the grains, or you want to clean all the dots on the other places in the space of the structure. This depends on you. Just or you want to do one by one together, just do. So just take, you need to be patient. Especially for comparing, or if you have some structures you need to compare, you need to follow these steps. Even if it's a little longer, but it could solve the problem you have. Because I faced these problems before, I started to calculate the grains, and sometimes it has different values, different uh, size. Every time I calculate, it has different size. So it's better to follow the good structure and determine it correctly. It's okay if you have spent a little time, but you will have good result. Believe me, it's the best way to calculate the grain size without errors, or just small errors. Because nothing without, or nothing zero error, everything has error, but this is to reduce the errors and mistake of calculating the grain size. Just spend a little time, and then everything will be all right. Actually, you will feel tired if you have a microstructure like this, but if you have microstructure uh, easier, or with only white, black and white colors, it will not have these problems. You only face just small, or a little nothing actually. It will be easier and faster. So just it's better to use uh, black and white images. This method to solve any problem you could face when you are calculating the microstructure grain size. I'm sure you will not like this video, but you have to watch it. You have to watch it to solve your problem. Otherwise, you'll keep doing and doing and doing. You waste more time than you learn how to calculate and solve any problem issues or occurs during the grain size calculation. It is not favorable, but this problem occurs. What can we do? So we should solve these problems. Hopefully you will not face any of these problems when you're calculating the grain size of your microstructure. If you do this more again and again, then you will enjoy it. The beginning, you'll find some problems, but when you master it, you will enjoy every step you are doing. But actually, it's a little tiring if you face some problems, but hopefully you can manage it by following this video. I recorded everything that you could face when you are using this method to calculate the grain size. And it's the best method, I think. I haven't seen or find another way better than this. Maybe if you know better than this method, you can let me know. Wow, and we can do together. But I think because I have searched a lot, and this is the best way method to calculate the grain size correctly and accurately. You don't need exact result. You just keep cleaning the microstructure or the surface or the space and just calculate directly without spending this time on cleaning the surface. For getting exact and correct structure, just follow the steps, and believe me, you will be happy at the end when you get the results. And there is another method. If you have this issue, you can just calculate directly and then use filter the values. For example, if you know the grain size has a specific value, or maybe in this ring, just filter the grains which have a lower number or smaller number. So just make filter we use by using Excel to filter the values and then choose the size which is acceptable. But it's not accurate, so just follow this method. see here, just backspace and then change the color to be white to just clear. And then we're almost done. Don't worry, only few minutes left to see the good result of your hard working or hard work. So just be patient. Just click Ctrl back here. You can do Ctrl Alt Z and or just make backspace and make it white and then just clean. For this, you could make it bigger, and this is I think not grain. Just delete. It's just some uh, dots right here. This must be clean. All right, mostly or almost we have done all the microstructure and clean. All right, if you can see any place we haven't cleaned, you can make it bigger and go on clean for accurate result. Here also still have one place needs to be cleaned carefully. Pass the mouse inside or between the grains and then just go and then oh yeah, it's okay. You can change the color to be white and it's all right. Right here you can, this face will make some issues, just delete. All right. Don't forget to clear the dots between the grains. All right, mostly it's done. So let's go and have check. When you make the microstructure like this clear and you have no doubt it's all right, then just save the photo, save the picture as it will be saved to the file where it is exist and name it as BS or photo BS. So we have the original one is, we have the original one is 222 and we have the BS, we cover it or we cleared and determine the grains and save, or and then make sure, then go to another app, this app, go to the another app which is IP Windows 32 and open it and then OK and click done. So here in this app you need to drag the original picture with the size, and we have now the original picture and we have the PS that we have determined the size. So take the original one and drag to the app and wait, and or you can click here and open and choose the picture. So we have here we need to determine the size here. So go to this window, measure, and then click calibration, then choose spatial, then make new. We need to make new measurement, then make new and image, and then we need to determine this size, how much it will be. So the length, just do like this, and it should be all right here like this, and cover the lines exactly here. Then we already have these values and write it here, 50. All right, then click OK. Then choose here, we have here micrometer, and go to the values here and choose UM. And then name these values or the measurements. Say just name it, for example 1H or 2H, for example, and say AC add as you want to write, or 12112, or any name, and or you could say 222, any name here, then say apply. Then just wait a minute until the save the determination you have done. Click apply again. When you can click again, then just close, then close the picture. No. All right, then go to the same file and drag the picture you have made the determine the grains inside. All right, we have measured. Just you need to remember which. Click again here, measure and calibration, then special, and then the name you have, the values you have named it, the last one here, just choose it again, and then click apply, then close. So already now have both the original one and both the measurement, and then we bought the one we determined the grains. Then click measurement, then count size, then select color. So which color you need, you can choose select color, then you click this pan, and then click on the grains. It will determine all the colors on the surface. Then just go and close, then click measure and choose what you want to measure. So I want to measure the mean diameter mean, and click here. We don't need to determine the area, just click here and delete, and we need diameter, then say okay, diameter mean, then count. See, now the some numbers has appeared, but not that much, so it's almost exact or clear. So now if you want to see the result, just click statistic here, then you will see the main value is 17.3. 17.3. So now I want to import the data, or I want statistic for this value. Click here measurement view, then click statistic or histogram, then you will find the histogram about the data, or here you just click here and find or measurement data. I need to see the data here, and also if you want to see the histogram, you can click here too to appear. And now I need to make histogram about the results. So you click here and open Excel file here, Excel sheet, and open it. And open it, then go to the app itself, and then see the histogram has appeared here when we did this histogram, or you can draw it by yourself. So here the data, we have the data. Let's close this. Say here, go view and measurement data. I need to save this data in file. So you go to file, then say export the data. Then just go to the Excel sheet and you will find all the data here. If you want to make sure the average grain size, just click here, see how much grains has been determined, almost 250. So I need to see the average grain size. This is a mistake. You can delete it because it's lower than 0. It depends on your microstructure here. So you just click here and see the average to make sure it's right. So it's same result here and there 17.3. So I want to make histogram about this. So just click here and copy the data and open the origin. Just wait until the app is open. It's a little long, but you can find or get correct results. When the origin is opened, just copy the data and all right here. If you want to see the statistic of the grains, you just click here, open origin and click file. The computer is slow. All right. Okay, click file. All right. Click file. Already has opened. Then you just click here the data you have copied, and this name is deleted, and then you just click here and go to plot, and then you see the histogram of the data you have determined. See, the range of the size is from 0 to 40, and the average grain size is between 10 and 20, or the average size is 70.3. So if you want to rename this, you can say this is frequency or fraction number, and this you can name it grain size, and you can say your micrometer. Here you can write micrometer, and if you want to name the this graph, don't get text, you can say, for example, the name of the alloy, say X alloy or X microstructure alloy, like this. Then you save the picture as in the to send it to PPT or Word, or just save as project, and you go to the file you opened and name it X alloy, for example, then save. And then this is all about how to calculate the grain size. If you, for any information or anything, just here after you finish all of this, you can delete, close all of them. Don't need to save, and then close the app, and then you can use your graph, and you have already the average grain size, and you can calculate as much as you want. And you want to make sure you can calculate several pictures of the SEM or OM. Thank you very much for your watching. If you, for more videos or for simple video, for short video, how to calculate the grain size easier without any problems, I will download another one for large grain size, and it will not take more than 10 minutes. Thank you very much. I'm Rashad Al-Hammadi. If you like this video, subscribe and share this video for people to see, or you can make comments on uh, the channel, my channel. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.